So here's the story why I decided to start a school community. Basically, I'm a university lecturer. I did a PhD in politics at the University of Bath in England, and I taught there at the university for about 3 years. I had multiple seminar groups, and I taught maybe 200 students over 3 years. And basically, what I noticed is that in general, in the community, in our societies in general, most people don't really understand the basics of politics, even though politics rules like the very essence of our lives. Everything in our life is about politics. But what you need to understand is that if you want to study politics at the university level, of course, it's a huge investment because you have opportunity cost. You could be studying engineering, for example. And also, universities have certain agendas and they have certain policies and they cannot, they have to follow a certain fixed curriculum, okay, in order to be accredited or whatever it is. So the idea was that I could basically provide political information, political education for the masses that is easy, simple to understand, not too complicated, and also that is useful. Like I love political science, and it's what I do for a living, but there is no need for the vast majority of people to know the level of detail that I have. So the idea was to just start some kind of a community where people can just go and get the basics, what they really need. And the good thing about this community as well, if you have like a school community, is that it's interactive. So people can give you feedback. I post my lectures there, and then people watch it and they give me feedback, and then they tell me what they think about it. And just today, like what actually prompted me to do this video is I had a guy in my community. He texted me right on school, and he mentioned that the vast majority of kids these days, they don't know anything about political science, which I agree. And he mentioned that when he was a kid, he learned a little bit about some very basic and important concepts like the separation of powers, for example. And he said that maybe I could start a lecture series and do a lecture series for people who know nothing about it, and also more particularly for people who do like homeschooling. So they want to know the basics of politics in such a way that they can actually convey this knowledge to their kids. So I thought this is actually a great idea. So the thing about starting a school community is that school gives you like a complete platform where you can have everything you need at the same time. So you don't have to, like, people can just go there, they can watch the lectures, they can comment on the lectures, they can text me directly, they can maybe join webinars, they can share their thoughts and sources if they disagree on something. So this makes it quite useful. I think something like school is the future. Of course, there are certain problems. Like, I don't understand why they want me to pay $100 a month if I am not making any money on it. I mean, yeah, okay, you want to charge money. I mean, I'm happy to pay, but why is it $100 if I'm not making any money? So like, when I start monetizing my community, if I decide to start charging money, then, I'm happy to pay more. But yeah, this is the way it is. But I think something like school is quite good. If I wanted to like teach politics somewhere else, then I am under the mercy of the people there. Like, if I can, like, you can post something on other social media platforms, and you can lose your account, or they can demote it. They can the algorithm can like throttle it so it doesn't reach as many people. So I think something like school is quite good because you have more control over it, and you have more control over the community itself. Like, if I wanted to try something like a community on Twitter, for example, then you're gonna end up facing a lot of negative people, a lot of, I don't know, some people are crazy on Twitter. So like Twitter in general, I find it depressing. But in school, we have a community. Everybody are there. People see each other. They can text each other when you're in school. I have control over it. So like if there's some asshole there causing trouble, I can just kick him out of the community. So this is something good about it. Now the journey has just started. I cannot tell you how it's gonna go, but I'm hoping that this platform will like give me the opportunity to make a difference in this world, like try to educate people, help them understand how politics in general work, and them understanding how politics works will help them be better citizens and will help them choose better leaders. Like we have a serious problem with leaders nowadays, and I think it's only getting worse and worse. Like it's just quite ridiculous that a country as sophisticated as the United States is being ruled by those idiots. Like how is it that a country like the US is ruled by a senile man like Biden? And how is it that the best you can do, the best like the US can do in terms of candidates, you have like Trump on the one hand and Harris on the other? Like I know that the United States have many smarter people than this. You know, people who are much smarter, much more intellectual, much better suited to lead than those idiots. But in order for us to make that change, we need to like educate the citizens, like give them basic education as to their rights, what they can do, how their systems work, what makes good politics, what makes bad politics, you know. And then we can maybe in the future I can make some lecture series on things that are more sophisticated, maybe more complicated. Like we can talk about printing money and inflation as a form of taxation. Like when the government is printing money, it's effectively stealing from you, and this is something that people need to understand. So there's a lot to be done here, and this is like the start of the journey, and I'm hoping it's gonna make a difference. Yeah, it sucks that I have to pay $100 a month, and I'm not making any money from it. But you know, I have to try. I'll see how it goes. The idea is that I'll try to grow the community as much as possible, and then at some stage when I find that the community has reached a level high enough, then maybe I'll offer some like some paid access. You know, maybe something more sophisticated, lectures or a more engaging community where I show up there and I give more like one-to-one feedback, one-to-one like education. Then I may start charging then. But for now, I think it's quite early. But in any case, yeah, if you're interested in politics and you're interested in seeing how SKOOL works, you know, it's the one like Alex Hormozy now is involved in it, which I think is a good sign. Like I really like the man, and I think he's trying to make the world a better place in his way. I think he's an honest man, and like I kind of trust the platform. Like if he's part of it, then I trust the platform. And yeah, so if you're interested in knowing how SKOOL works, and if you're interested in politics in specific, you can join my community. The link is in the bio. Yeah, look it up. It's Mastering Politics. And in any case, check it out. Let me know what you think, and I will see you soon.